Hey everyone, welcome back to the Team Empire podcast. You're here with your host Shannon and my co-host Frank Carroll. Hey Frank, how are you?
Good.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
We've got a big episode today for you guys, another double hitter, so it's going to be a long one. We've got New Zealand Natural Nationals, and then we also have New Zealand Nationals. So for IFBB, of course. So we've got two shows to wrap up, two massive shows. Caught both of them with Frank. We were in a little bit of a group, so we got to catch the whole thing together. Lots going on in both shows. Let's talk about it real quick first, Frank. How did you find the day? Did you like Kristen School as a venue? Let's talk about that and like the audience and all of that. Did you find the vibes good? Tell me about it.
Yeah, I like the venue. I like the elevated seating, so it gets better kind of the further back you sit. But no one misses out on anything. It's a cool environment to have the show. Feels professional. Good place to have nationals. The crowd was good as well. It's good to see numbers in the seats and everyone behaving. And looked like they were there was lots of noise, lots of people enjoying the show, which is cool. I think that's and I thought honestly for the size of the for the duration of the day, for how big it was, I felt like they got through it pretty good. A long day for the people at the end of the second part of the show, but in terms of how efficiently the show ran, pretty good.
Yeah, didn't hear much complaints this time. Usually we hear a bit of, it took a bit forever. They switched us around, but this time it was like, then everyone was pretty happy. So I think they were pretty efficient with their timing and getting everyone on and getting everyone off and whatnot. And what else was I going to mention? Something about the venue. No, the venue was great. I think everything seemed, just to run in perfect order. I think they had the perfect amount of judges on. Oh, that's what I was going to mention, that they had the Tahiti judge and also a lot of people that qualified overseas for our nationals. So we didn't expect that, right? It was cool to see some people from overseas as usual, right?
Yeah. I think it was a cool surprise. I think it added more to the show. And honestly, I feel like it makes it more fair to the winner. They've had more competition to go against. If you win, you know that you didn't just win easily. It wasn't kind of just given to you because you were the best of what could have been there. You had to earn it to win it.
It was cool. It was so cool. And we didn't expect, you don't know who's coming because obviously amateur shows and athletes don't announce like a pro show, so no one knows until they pop up and you're like, holy heck, and they've got fans in the crowd. It was awesome. So you don't know, and then the person comes out and then everyone's shouting up the back and you're like, this is sick. So really, really good on those guys for coming over. Appreciate you coming over and doing our shows as well. And I know that the athletes don't love it because they're like, holy shit, but it's great. It's fun competition and we're here for it.
It's healthy and it's fun competition, man. And I feel like it's a good thing to be able to provide this opportunity for them as well. When you think about it, like they have far less at their disposal than what we do. Man, if they're going to come in better, whose fault is that? So don't be dark on that. Just get better.
And just be better on the day and then you've got nothing to worry about. It's cool though. I love it. All right. On that note, we'll jump into other bits about the shows as we go on. We're going to jump straight into our review and wrap up of all the classes and everything like that. And then we'll obviously touch on little things as we go through. But let's get into it, Frank. We're going to start with the natural show, go through the day as it happened. And we obviously had the males up first for both shows. So we started with classic physique. Good old classics been up first for the last few shows. We love it. There was a good few in the juniors. We had Leo, Miron, Imtiaz, and Adrian, which was awesome. And Miron took that one. So that was really good unanimously, by the way. We had Masters 40 plus was Rhoda on his own, and Rhoda looked like Rhoda does. Amazing. And then we'll just run through some of the other ones and then we'll go back through it all together, Frank. So in Division A, we had Matthew, Leo, Tony, and Lavi. Tony took that one out. Looked amazing. Division B, Agapetos, if I'm pronouncing that properly. Sorry. Boxy was in there as well. Manueli, who we love, Jacob and Jihoon. And Agapetos took that one out. There was a little bit of a fight between Boxy as well, and we love Boxy, so that was cool to see. None of those were really unanimous except for third place, so it was a big fight. Division C, Alan, Philip and Bochin. Bochin took that one out. It was cool to see Philip obviously again in classic. We love that. Division D was Arnold Thompson. And that is all of the classic physique for natural nationals. And Bochin Lee took that out completely unanimously. I think overall, I'm pretty sure. We don't have the complete scoring, but I'm pretty sure they loved him. So tell me about it, Frank. Do you remember that? There was a bit of an overall there. We had the Agapetos, Bochin, we had Tony in there. We had, I think that's it. And yeah, and Tony. Do they put the Masters in them? No, they don't put the Masters in there.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Rhoda realized that would happen.
Yeah.
He potentially would have entered one of the open divisions had he known. Maybe he did, but yeah. He would have probably likely been in that mix as well. Maybe all the people that won their classes and were in the overalls were good.
Yeah.
It was a really good overall battle. The Division B was a really cool class to watch as well with Agape and Boxy. Yeah. And then our man that won it, nice and full condition, good shape. Yeah. The minute he walked out, I think everyone knew that it was going to be tough for them.
Yeah. He looked so good. I was like, who is this guy? What is going on? Because I don't remember him from any of the other shows, of course, and stuff. So he took it out. He looked great. Obviously got his pro card, natural nationals, pro cards going out to anyone who had enough people in their division, which we'll talk about soon as well, because there was a couple of those. But yeah, well done. And congrats to his pro card. Hopefully we see him again. Hey, Frank.
Yeah. And he was in his 40s.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that's really cool. For everybody that's potentially getting themselves into a bit of trouble trying to get there too soon, man. Yeah, like he said, have a bit of patience, do it properly, it'll come.
Yep. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen, man. It definitely will. And age is not an issue in the sport, clearly. We see it more and more every time, don't we, Frank?
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into men's physique. Anything else on classic before we move on?
No, man, the condition there was good. Everyone well done.
Awesome work, guys. Okay, men's physique. We had junior, which is 15 to 23. Austin, Miron. Some of these names you'll recognize. They did double classes. Imtiaz, Adrian, and Kenneth. And Kenneth took that one out. Masters 40 years plus was Parvinder. He took that one out. And then we'll go through the divisions and then drop back through. Division A, Rajbir and Mohammed. Mohammed took that one out. Division B was Kenneth on his own. He took that one out. Division C was Edwin. He took that one out. He's on his own in there. And then Division D, we had Philip back in the boardies this time, and Austin. And Philip took that one out for Division D. And then we'll just run through the opens because they were similar but bigger. So they have obviously more on the classes. Division A, Jordan, Rajbir, Muhammad, and Ghanem. Ghanem won that one. Crazy. These guys were looking awesome too. Division B was Hardy. It's Agape is what they call him, but it's Agapetos is his full name, isn't it? Agape. That's why I was like, who is this guy? That's right, it's Agape. And Boxy and Justin. And then Agape took that one out too. He looked amazing, of course, and in boardies. Division C, Harrison, Edwin, Enming, and Chen. And Enming won that one. And then we had Division D was Alan, Haziam, and Shokang. Yeah, and he took that one out too and was the overall winner. So he popped out in the Division D Open, took it all out, took the whole thing out, off he goes with his pro card. So, and he looked awesome too. That one was hard for me to judge, but you boys looked like you were on point with how you were picking them. So tell me, what do you think about that? Was that a good overall as well?
That overall was real good. It wouldn't have been easy for them to pick. I think there was a couple of really standout bits of criteria that each of them possessed. But Shokang just had everything else, I guess, more streamlined. Yeah. But yeah, the rest were good. I think leading up to that, the classes, there'd be quite a bit of distance between people who were in condition and who weren't, and then development and not developed enough. And so the winners, one off each class, I think, won pretty easily, other than the class there where you've got Boxy in as well. Challenging class there again. And then, for the overall, they were all good. And so it was just like, which I think I would like to know sometimes when it comes to the criteria, what they're going to put. Criteria is the criteria. At what point do they start favoring a part of the criteria more than other parts of the criteria? But I think that's where development comes into play. Yeah. And our winner there just did have more development. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And they moved them to the back. They turned them to the back a lot for this one. I remember for the overall, they were just like back, front, back, front. I was like, my God, these guys. So I think they were, like trying to balance out the development in each of the guys. But such a good win, Show Kang. So well done. And pro card now. So let's see what you do next. It's going to be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything else on the men's physique before we jump into bodybuilding?
No, it was good. It's a couple of surprises in there.
Yeah.
Ready for it?
Love seeing Philip and whatever he's wearing on the day. We talk about him so much. I hope he knows. He looked amazing as always. They all did. Well done, guys. All right, bodybuilding. Let's jump into it. So we had a couple in here for the masters. We always do. We always have these guys, the veterans. We've got masters men at 40 plus. Rhoda took that one out on his own. Masters men 50 plus. Kim Picker took that one out on his own. And then masters men 60 plus. Charlie Joy took that one out. We love Charlie. And then we'll just run through the novice and the opens, and then we'll go back through it, Frank. So we had the welterweight was Kim Pickard again, and then he took that one out. He's the only one there. Middleweight was Jacob. Again, took that one out. He was the only one there. And then we had the welterweight was Ji-hoon and Rhoda. Rhoda took that one out. And then we had middleweight was Lavi on his own. He took that one out. These are all great guys, though. I know they're the only one in the class, but they were crazy. So heavyweight was Tupulo and Boshin, as you will remember from the other divisions. But Tupulo took it off. Took it out. And he took it off. He took it out. And it was him and Boshin in that final class, and he took that one too. So amazing. That was crazy because he just popped out in the heavyweight and then just won it, didn't he? So amazing to see. It was cool. I enjoyed the bodybuilding for both natural and standard nationals. It was awesome. Rhoda always looked sick. The Lavi looked good. I don't know. What did you think?
Yeah. No, all those boys done well. I don't have much to say on it. There's not enough numbers there, but everyone that was there, the main guys that were there did well. They look good. I'm stoked as for Ralph. I'm gonna run with calling him Ralph.
Yeah, just keep it going.
Yeah, he's like, again, like he's not as young as some of these other guys. I mean, what else is there to say?
We've seen him a lot though, Ralph, and he's come back a bunch. And there was definitely a little bit of like a size difference on the stage. Not trying to be nasty, but he's a beast. He's a fucking beast, and he's always been a beast, and he's worked so hard to get there. Maybe he could have been slightly more conditioned, and I think that's the only thing from him being like fucking done, Send him on to the pro stage. He's crazy. So I hope he keeps going and just keeps going into whatever he can do on the pro stage, because I don't know, we love him. I'm going to miss seeing him on the amateur stage, to be honest. I love him coming out of naturals and just blowing it up, but well deserved.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be the type of person that, he would make it to compete in any class that, for any show that Mo runs.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll see him again. Just good dude, crazy build. Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I knew that there was going to be a natural pro card for bodybuilding this year, I knew that he was going to get it. Yeah.
He's too crazy.
No one else.
It's nuts. You guys are all amazing, but Ralph is just, he's out this world, and now he's out the amateur league, so you're all good. Awesome to see, guys. Well done to all of the males from natural nationals. All look sick, all came to make it happen, and you all battled for that pro card. So nice work. Let's move into the ladies. Let's go to the ladies. So we had a couple in women's physique. Sorry, we had Serena Pula, who we've wrapped up a bunch of times, continues to look amazing, continues to nail her posing and everything. She's just a bit of a boss. I just like her. And then Olivia Sol came out for Class B. So Serena was Class A, Class B was Olivia Sol, and Olivia took that one out, and she won it, and she smashed it, and she looked amazing. This is for women's physique, by the way. And there was just the two of them. But I love seeing two. Oh, no, she didn't get her pro card. There was only two of them. So she just won the overall for that. And maybe you could tell us about that, Frank. Why didn't she win a pro card?
There needs to be a minimum numbers of contestants in the class to be able to qualify to earn the pro card. Yeah.
Is there a number? Is it? I think it's 5, isn't it? Is it 5 or it might be more?
5.
Cool. So that's why she didn't win a pro card. And I'm pretty sure all the athletes are aware of that as they go into these shows, or they should be. Maybe their coach should tell them, especially in these smaller divisions. They understand that that's probably not going to happen. There are times that it can be done if they feel like they can't, like Doherty did it at season B or C for last year. For this year for IFBB Australia. So they managed to loopholes, but for this occasion it didn't happen. But that's okay. I'm sure they're both going to come back. So we'll be excited to see them again, Frank.
Yeah.
All right, figure. Let's move into figure. Frank's here for figure, so we'll jump straight in. We had novice Miranda, took that one out. She was the only one in there. We had open figure A was Amy, Hunter, and Olivia. And Olivia took that one out. And then open figure B was Miranda and Olivia. There's two different Olivias. My bad. So open figure A was Olivia Reed. Open figure B, Olivia Sol. Miranda took out open figure B, however. So Miranda and Amy were in the Masters as well, and Miranda took that one out, and Miranda also took out the overall. And won her pro card? No,
I don't think it
didn't. I don't think there was enough in that one either. Yeah, there was a couple of divisions that didn't get a pro card, and I've just forgotten which was the other one, but I think it was this one. But again, looked amazing. Miranda was cool to see figure chicks in the natural, all different shapes and sizes. I feel like different phases of their figure journey, but all amazing women, and all took a lot of time in their preparation for their posing and presentation. Looked great. I was stoked with them. I don't know. What do you think about figure for natural nationals, Frank?
Yeah. So they the one thing that I always give credit to is people getting better. And so these guys turned up and they were better than they were at their previous shows. And yeah, like you said, that's just different stages of their journey. What will happen in special circumstances, like you mentioned with Doherty, was if someone's that good that they deserve to get it, but there's not the competition for them to go up against, and so it's not fair that they'll just keep going and be the only person there that's off standard. They will sometimes work things out so that you can be awarded because you do deserve it. And so the only reason why I say that is to these people, don't, and I'm not saying that they would, but push to be that good, because if you are that good, you might still get that opportunity to, even if there isn't enough people in the class.
Absolutely. Coming undeniable, and it might happen, but I mean, you guys all looked amazing. It was cool to see all the nationals. I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of your first nationals for these ladies as well, so it'd be cool to see them back. And the chick that did get awarded her pro card by Tony Doherty was Tracy Gwill, who went to do a pro show and got straight to the Olympia. So she was clearly deserved her physique pro card, and everyone who follows her knows that. She did one pro show, straight to Olympia, top 10, fucking nailed it. So that was a good move by Tony. I think you guys nailed that. So well done, Miranda, for taking that one out. Hope to see all of you ladies back. I think a couple of these ladies did do the next show, so that was awesome as well. Long day for a bunch of you. But well done to all the figure ladies. That's about it for figure, Frank?
That's it, yeah.
We'll jump into wellness. Okay, we had a pro card going out on this one. One of them to my last guest, but we'll go through it all together. We had Class A, 4 ladies. Love it. We love 4 in wellness classes. We had Hale Cameron, Olivia Ree, Rebecca Turner, Tayana Hiko. Hale Cameron took that one out. Almost no surprise, because we all love Hale. She looks fucking phenomenal. She's working on little bits and pieces in her back shot, but it's all been coming together nicely. Shout out to TJ, Tayana, incredible. Love her. The change that she made from last year to this year, if you saw her, what the hell. Dean and Jazz have done the most incredible job with her, and what a little team that they have. I wouldn't change anything there. They just look amazing, and we just hope to see TJ back. We will. It's going to be undeniable as well. But well done to Hale for that class. She actually took the whole thing out too, but we have to go through Class B because Class B was just as sick. We had my girl Becca. Woo! Love you, Becca. Izzy Griffiths. We had Jane, who blew everyone away. No one knew Jane was coming in. And Katie Pitt and Dominique Cox. Of course, we all know Dom. Now, this was hard. So this was a really, usually Class A for wellness is the more competitive one, just on a general. But Class B has been taken over this year a little bit more. So that's the taller girls, for anyone who's not sure. Jane was a bikini girl at the South Island Champs, and a lot of you might remember her. Beautiful braids, stunning, tall, and she has the most beautiful density on her ever. So she got popped into wellness. clearly was a good move. She almost took out first place in the Class B. She did take out first place in the Class B, my bad, excuse me. But she had a bit of a battle there with Katie Pitt, who was also at the South Island Champs for Wellness, and came in so much better. Oh my God, Katie, you're incredible. Everyone knows that. When you see people go from show to show and they improve that much, you have to give them a little acknowledgement for that, because Katie and Shay working together like that was amazing. So anyway, my spiel is over. Jane went to the overall with Hale. They battled them. It was actually a bit of a battle, and I'd love to see the scoring on that just to see what happened, But Hale took it out. Talk to me about that, Frank. Do you remember the two girls doing that battle? Yeah. And what did you think?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll go to Class B first, and just think, like, with it being the difference in height and stuff like that, I think it opens up to quite a range of different physiques in that class, looking physiques in that class. Jane looked a lot different to some other girls being taller. And I think initially you can look at it and go, oh, she doesn't look like wellness like some of these other girls look. But when you take that away and you go to what the criteria is and you apply it to her physique, then you start to see where it fits. And then the more you look at her, the more you see, like, her condition was good. You see her in her back pose, and she's just like popping off. And the more you look at her, the harder it is to deny her. And so then, she wins that class clear. She goes into the overall, and then you're stuck with that again. You've got, like, in your mind what you think is the standard for wellness, which Hale is representing really well. And then you're looking at Jane, who just represents it differently, but also really well. And I think that it kind of just come back to the criteria being that just more density in glute. And I think Jane probably, had a bit more the point towards conditioning. But I think, when you wrapped it all up, I think Hale I think it was close. I mean, everyone knows I'm a Hale fan as well. That was a tricky class to not be biased on. Like, the more you look at it, the more you can see why judges might be going the other way. And it just sort of got to that one at the end of it, like, glad the judges are choosing.
Yeah.
They both look epic. I'm stoked as for Hale.
Yeah. What about Dom? Talk to us about Dom. Because she got third in that class, man. She's been taking them out. And I guess that's obviously going to be a little bit hard for her to be like, what the fuck? I've been nailing this shit. Like, I was supposed to be there overall. And she looked amazing still, not taking nothing from Dom. I love Dom. But that would have been the reason she placed third. Was it just more like Jane popped out of nowhere? Katie came in so much better. Yep. And it was just a bit of a change in how they looked, hey? It was like more of a, everyone improved a bit more than we expected them to.
Yeah. Nice. No one was expecting Jane to pop up in wellness, and she did, and she looked great. And then this is it though. Like, it's there for everybody, man. And situations aside, I mean, Katie got better. That's it. And you can sometimes it's just you just got to end up showing with what you got and make the best of it, and it's all good. Like, Dom's time will come. Yeah.
Love you, Dom. We're here for you. All of you girls. All of you wellness chicks are crazy, and I love you all. Izzy, she goes to my gym. Awesome. Had to shout her out. All of the girls. Big fan of TJ. Can't wait to see you back. But the other thing about Jane is that a lot of people were just like, oh, she's bikini, she's bikini. But the way she hits her mandatories is what matters. And the way she hits them, and when she does it, because she only did a few sessions with Bree, she got a couple in, and she's like, I'm doing wellness. And when she really gets into them, you can see it. So don't judge her when she's walking around or just like, going from one to the other, transitioning. When she's in her pose, that's when you want to be judging it, because that's when the judges are judging. So Jane nailed those. So trying to judge her on that sort of aspect, hey, like that's how we see them.
Yeah. She was epic.
It's amazing. Thanks, Jane, for coming along. And then she went and did fucking ICN the next week, and she took a bunch of placings there. So did Rhoda. I'm like, Jesus, you guys are still prepping. But come back. You guys, come on. Just kidding. So we'll move into bikini. There's a whole bunch going on in here. As per usual. Juniors, we'll go through that first, masters, and then we'll just see how we end up, because there's a big bunch. So juniors 20 to 23 for this one. The ages do change, so I'll try to mention them when I can. Georgia Peterson, we love G-Pet. Jasmine, and then Chantel, 2 WOVs in there. Not 3 WOVs. Is Jasmine yours too?
No, just the 2.
That's we can't be unanimous. And then Chantal took that one out. There was a little bit of a battle between G though, so that was kind of cool seeing the WOV girls battle. So junior Chantal took it out. Masters Olivia Sheldrake and Jessie Zhang. Jessie took that one out. Jessie might have been one of the ones from overseas. This is one of the one that just popped out. She doesn't seem like the name was familiar, and she came out and everyone was cheering from her from like just different people that I hadn't seen. I was like, this is awesome. Like, so she came out, took out Masters. And then, or let's just talk about that real quick because novice and open are huge. So what did you think of the juniors were small, masters were small, but they're really good classes though, right, Frank?
Yeah, they're represented well. It's cool to see a number of juniors coming to nationals. It would be even cooler if more of them from the year come through. I think like, and obviously, you know, it can cost a bit and there's a bit to organize, but I think like in terms of gaining the experience as a junior, I feel like it's important. Yeah, but the classes were good. My two girls in there, smashing it. It's always a tricky situation to be in, and I'm glad for the job the judges do. Yeah, because I wouldn't have been able to pick, right? That's
crazy.
Yeah, but like in my opinion, they were both deserving, and so then it's I'm happy with the calls that the judges make, and you know I'm able to relay that back into the athletes as well. And it's all good, man. If you come second to anyone, it's cool when it's a teammate.
Best outcome.
Yeah. But no, Chantal she's progressed heaps this year. They both have, but no, she deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Masters, we had one of your girls in there too. We had Liv in there, so that was cool to see Liv. She's only fucking hungry for more, and we just love to see her. Beautiful posing, beautiful physique. And she probably didn't even know Jessie was coming on. Jessie, and she just looked. I think Jessie was just like peeled. I'm sure. I just remember her turning to the back, and it was just like fucking bang. I was like, whoa. So I think that might be what took it out there. I wasn't really sure, but either way, we love Liv, and she'll be back. She'll be back next year, pretty probably, or soon at some stage. We love to see it.
She's definitely going to be back.
Yeah, love it. Yeah. We don't want to hold people to like, oh, next season they're coming back, you know. But as long as you're coming back, we just love to know. That's all.
She's got some massive drive and some massive ambition, and I'm excited to lean into the things that she wants to do. She hasn't been with me long, but I've been keen to have her on for quite a while, and I'm excited to have the opportunity with her. She's able to do some damage for sure, and gonna make sure she is where she wants to be next time.
Yeah, 100%. You can feel that from her. She's ready to roll, and she's in good hands, and she's happy. And having a full year with you will be great before the next or whenever she comes back. So get it, Liv. And you juniors, all of you are amazing. And it is expensive to come back, but if you can battle it out in the juniors for nationals, it's always a good time. So make sure you just try to save up that little bit of pocket money for that one for next season. I'm doing the same, guys. I'm in masters as well. I have to pay class myself.
Don't be scared I think for these girls, like, don't be scared to like get into a conversation with the other athletes and you know, maybe find a place together and try and share some of the costs. And you're going to be competing against each other for a long time. Like, may as well be friends.
Yeah, just get comfortable. Like, it's not even up to you guys at the end of the day. You may as well make the most out of it, eh?
Yeah.
All right, let's move into novice. There's a bunch in here as well. We had some good classes for novice and open, so we'll jump into it. Class A, we had Becky, my girl, love you, Becky, Jasmine and Afsari, so we had a good bunch in there. My girl Becky took that out, and that was unanimous, love her. And then we had no Class B, but we did have Class C and Class D. So Class C, we had 3, Sylvia, Miki, and Samantha. Samantha took that one out. And then Class D was Courtney Foster, Wovgal, represent, and Rachel Mead, and everyone knows Rachel. And Rachel took that one out. Rachel on point. And then we'll just jump straight into the opens, and then we'll just go over them because they're very similar. Where Class A it was a different grouping, so I'll go through them. Becky, Rebecca Turner, Lorraine, and Afsari was back again from novice, and then Becky took that one out again, unanimous, love her. Class B was G-Pet, Georgia Peterson, on her own, took that one out. Class C was a little bigger in this one, in the open. So Sylvia was back, Chantal, Adita for the first time, Miki, Olivia Sheldrake, Samantha, Zoo, and Jessie. And that one was the scoring was a little bit on some of them, and that was always good to see, but Chantal did win that unanimously as well for Class C, so well done, Chantal, for that. And then Class D was when our freak came out. We love it. Courtney Foster, Lily Brinson, and Rachel Mead. And Lily won that unanimously. And the overall, probably unanimously as well. Let's just take a shot in the dark. We love Lily. She's been on the pod. If you haven't listened to the episode, go and listen. She's an absolute sweetheart. Great. So young. Don't know how she's got that head on her shoulders and whatnot, but she's amazing. So good deserved win. Physique is crazy. She's pretty much ready for a pro show when she's ready to go. What did you think, Frank? Great overall, though, right? All of the girls looked sick. It was so good.
Yeah, that was a cool overall. Man, all natty girls. Like, yo. Yeah. We like this, the example that sets when the representation of the class and the standards that high, and you know that the natural is I think it's just is good for that class, because there is no need for it to not be that, especially being younger girls. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, two of them are juniors, aren't they? So in the overall was G. Peterson, Chantal, my gal Becky in the overall, and then Lily. So that was a really, really cool overall. All of those girls have worked really hard, very well deserving, great physiques. Of course, like everyone is always well deserving of it. In a battle, and Chantal, I heard, got second to Lily. So if Lily failed a test, which she didn't, everything's great. Chantal would have taken that win. So it's just nice to know you're on the back of a pro, and that's only done nothing but fire Chantal up. If you follow her, you see it. She's like, that next year, it's mine. It's fucking mine next year. And I just love her, like, lighting her fire a bit more, you know, and she's definitely built confidence over the years. You can see it. Just amazing. Hey, she's just a little boss, and she's just one to watch because she's right there. So good to see all of them, Frank. Really cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely lucky to have some crackers on the team. They're right on the cusp of being the next ones there, and yeah, it's time, man. It does take a bit of time, especially when you think, like, if you're a junior, you're younger, you're still, but to be placing this high against people that may have a year or two on you, it's pretty reassuring. It's cool. But man, the whole natural bikini division was done really well. I was impressed.
Yeah. Nice work, ladies. Awesome. And Adita, just a little shout out to my girl, got third in her class. You're looking so good, Adita. And I can't wait to see you come back again. I just know she's got nothing but fire in the tank. So good work, ladies, all of you. And Lily, congrats on your pro card. She had registered for the second show. She didn't need to do that show. She was already done. Off she goes, and actually I think she stuck around and, like, hung out with people. She's great for the sport. I'm so stoked Lily just took that out, and she's just awesome. So we really stoked Lily. So good. And that was our first show, Frank. It was awesome. Hey, what a great bunch of new pros we have.
Yeah, it was a good.
Yeah, it was awesome, guys. So cool. Loving that we had some natural pro cards on the table, because we didn't have them last year, if you remember. And the last time we had them was when Shay got her pro card. So we're talking a couple of years. So it's really, really cool to have them back. And we hope you all do something with it. And I'm pretty sure all of you will. Lily's already planning her next show, so we're on a roll.
Yeah.
All right, should we move into the next one? Should we go straight into it?
Yep.
Let's do it. Okay, so New Zealand Standard Naturals for IFBB. New Zealand Standard Nationals for IFBB, not natural. God, that words all get into my head. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Classic Physique, same running order as the previous show, same thing, but a little bit more in terms of athletes overall, I believe. So we'll jump straight into it with Classic Physique Juniors, which is 16 to 23. Connor and Fred. Connor took that one out, so that was really cool. Everyone was like, how the fuck is he a junior? I don't know, he must be on the cusp of 23, 24. He was awesome. He just had a cool physique and a great stage presence. So really awesome. I'll run through them all with you, Frank, and then we'll go back through it together. Division A, David Zhao. People just remember these names because we've talked about them a bunch. David was huge from Waikato. Rodney, I love Rodney's Vincent as well. And David took that one out unanimously. He's a freak of nature and we love him. Division B was Jacques. I'm a big fan of Jacques. And then Cameron, Barnes, Stefan, and Aaron. And Jacques took that one out. It wasn't unanimous. It was a battle there, and it was really fun to watch. Division C was Tauhiro. We'll come back to him. Richard Parnham, Craig Oliveira, Tim Fox, and Leandro. That was a really good battle in that division as well. And then Division D, Philip, back again. Love Philip. Chris, Isaac, Callum, Tyrone Tomlinson, and Ethan Brett. Tyrone took that one out unanimously. And the last division was Connor Wadley, Jared Davenport, Aaron Powell, and Connor took that one out. But that was a battle too between Jared and Connor. Connor won the juniors as well. So he come back for Division E, took that one out as well. And overall, Tauhiro Yip took that one out from Tahiti, I believe. I'm pretty sure, but solid classes. Hey, Frank, it was cool to see all of them, like Tyrone, like all of the guys were there, or most of them were there. And it was sick. What did you think? What did you think about the overall and all of that?
Yeah, there's some energy up there, eh?
Energy up there. Oh.
Yeah, these guys come to the show to do business. That was very apparent. Everyone looked good. The people that won, they did have distance over others. They've been in it longer. And yeah, yeah, I liked, man, you could just tell that they wanted to be there and that they wanted it. And I don't think I've seen a stage that lit up and therefore then a crowd that lit up in so long. It was one of those moments where it did make you proud to be a part of this. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Just in case anyone doesn't know, it wasn't there. Like, they did the same thing they did at Waikato, and they got all of the athletes out from all divisions before they started doing play scenes and got them all out, and then they'd do the play scenes, and then they did a pose down. They did a pose down with everyone, all of the classic physique guys. So that was crazy. They had guys in the crowd. I've got it on my highlights on my YouTube if you guys want to see on Team Moon Pie podcast. They had all of them everywhere, pose off, standing in front of the judges, backed up, like all of the things. And then the overall, they did another pose down, and the guys worked so fucking hard. They were all working so hard, harder than I've ever seen the guys work throughout this whole show. And their overall was
you could see
easy. Yeah.
Yeah. You think that like they worked hard in their comparison rounds, in their judging rounds, and like you could tell they worked hard. They were, by the time they walked off, they were smoked, but then come out and continue to put a show on, like with the pose downs and stuff like that, and just like you can see they're exhausted, but they're there for it, putting on the show, earning their places. It was cool to see, and everyone that was there looked good and was nice to look at. So.
I agree. I mean, I want to complain about classic physique. I'm there for the sport only. But overall was, so we had Connor, we had Tyrone, and we all know I'm a big fan of Tyrone. We had Tauhiro, who was from Waikato, amazing stage presence. You can't forget him. He's got that neck tattoo. You can't forget the guy. And then we had Jark, who also I'm a fan of, and he's really gunning for his pro card. He does both bodybuilding and classic. He's fucking wanting nothing more than his pro card. And David, who was amazing. So that overall was like, wow, like you just couldn't know where to look, and everyone looked so good, and everyone had different things. We all know how much Tyrone wants his pro card. So it's kind of those moments where it's like exciting, the pose downs, everyone's, adrenaline, and then it's like, okay, now your heart goes out to all of them because they all want it so bad, and it's just crazy. So honestly, just congrats to Tauhiro. He's going to be such a good pro. I have no doubt he's just going to go and do things. Like, I can just see it already. He was so happy. I'm pretty sure he proposed to his partner right after. I think he was the one that did it, right? Yeah. So what a day for him. So just congrats, hey, what an energy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. And those lats. It was awesome. All right, anything else on classic physique before we move on to men's physique?
No, you've covered it there. Everyone there was good and well done, and we'll move on.
Come back next year. We know we're going to see Tyrone again. We ain't done with him. And David, I'm sure all of them will come back. So excited to see what you boys do next. All right, men's physique. Let's go through that. We had a bunch of classes. I don't think we had any juniors though that I can see. So we're going to jump straight into the masters. It was Brent. He took that one out. He was on his own. We had Division A. We had Edgar Mendrado and Rajbir, and Edgar took that one out unanimous. Division C was Votuan, and then Craig Oliveira, Isaac Newman, Zihu, and Sajintha, and Isaac took that one out. Division D was Cameron Jackson. And he was actually a no-show, so he wasn't up there. He's going to be told off. And then we'll just jump through open, and then we'll come back through Frank and chat about the guys. there's always a few hot numbers that you're like, wait, they're just there reading for their pro card, and some of them were in their opens, and those battles were wild. So Division A was Rodney, Akira, who's always, everyone's got their eye on him. Edgar was back, Mendrado was back, and Rajbir was back, but Akira took that one out unanimously. No surprises there. We all love him. Division B was Vincent and Nigel took that one out. Division C was Keith, Botuan, Isaac Newman, and then Zihu, and Isaac took that one out. In Division D, last class, was Cameron Jackson, Casey Cree, not my favorite, and Apai, yeah, amazing too, Mandeep and Yuan. Whew, what a class, holy crap. Casey took that one out. That was really cool. Oh no, wait, hold on.
It looks like they've got the scoring wrong on here.
They had the scoring wrong on this one, like, guys, so if you're on the results, it's wrong, because Casey did take that out, didn't he? Did he?
No, second. Oh, no, I see it's still got
sorry, they've got the wrong names in the wrong order. Arpai took that out, and Casey came in a hot second by like 1 point.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that's right. Does that sound right, Frank?
Yeah, it's right.
I was like, wait, did Casey win? No, most muscles Casey won. But nationals, he came like this close. But Arpai, he is crazy and looks amazing. And then and the overall was obviously Arpai, Isaac, Nigel, and then Akira. My money was on Akira because I'm a big fan, and everyone's was. Like, he got pulled up on Auckland Champs and do some guest posing. Like, he's incredible amateur. But Isaac took that out. That was a wild one. All of those boys up there were really hoping to have that one nailed. They worked them hard. Mo did not fuck around with them. He battled them. They were doing post downs. Like, Men's Physique was doing so Isaac took that out. I haven't seen Isaac until South Island Champs. Incredible. He's jumping on the pod with me this next week. Amazing. What did you think about that overall, Frank? Like, that was pretty wild to me, but you've probably got a better eye on what happened.
Yeah, I felt like he definitely deserved it if he got it. I was, for a minute wondering what they were looking at, what they were gonna favor, and I think, if I can't speak on behalf of them, I think they saw the same as me. The more they looked at him, he had just more complete development from the top to his back, from top of his back to the lower of his back. His midsection was tight. His abs were on. And I think that, between him and the other people in the overall, that those were just that I just don't think there was anyone as finished in those areas as what he was, and it just stood out too much. He's definitely got room to grow and develop, but he had enough development, he had enough density, he had good shape, but that midsection and his lower back just separated him.
Absolutely. So that was cool to see. Nice work, Isaac. Congrats on your pro card. That's amazing. I don't think he even expected it. He did classic just before this as well. And Mo said to him as he walked off the stage for his prejudging for Men's Physique, he said, "You look good in board shorts," and it was like a little sign, like, you're in the right place. He's got wheels as well, enough wheels for Men's Physique that you feel like, you're really like, oh yeah, cool. He's got a bit of the package, like, he's all there, he's all set up. But I would love to see the overall scoring, just to see how close it was. Like, how far off was Akira? How far off was the other guys, But I have no doubt all of them will be back, including Casey Cree, all of them. Well, Casey's just qualified for next year's nationals now, so everyone's all fired up, and I'm sure they'll all come back. Hey, they're all keen.
Yeah, it was exciting rounds in that class. Yeah. Second to the energy, and I mean, not second to, but equal to the energy in classic. That Division D was going off, man. That was shout out to Apai for the progress he's made this year. Just crazy, and it's lit our boy up some more, and the years are looking good.
100%. Oh, Class D almost felt like the overall for a minute. I was going, what the hell?
Man, it's when you see people up there and they're both representing, they each have like Casey and Apai each have similar things to work on, which is cool. But man, we're happy for Apai. Casey's happy for Apai. They feed into each other. It's cool. He deserved to be in that overall, but Isaac just was nuts. Yeah.
Nice work, Isaac. Congrats again. You're going to be amazing, and we'll chat to him on the pod next week so you guys can find out more about how he's doing. All right, bodybuilding. Let's go straight into it. There was another good few battles here. So we had junior men 18 to 23, Fred and Ruben. Ruben took that one out. Masters men was Krishan and Monty took that one out. That was a little bit of a battle too there. Wasn't super easy, but it was a good one. Masters men 50 plus was Peter on his own, so he took that one. Masters men 60 plus was Charlie Choi on his own, so he took that one. Man, he must be racking up those medals, Charlie. Novice, middleweight, Cameron Barnes, only one there, took that one out. Light heavyweight was Peter and Monty took that one out. And then we had heavyweight was just Ethan on his own, took that one out. Super heavyweight, Zach Kilby, good old Zach in there, took that one out. We'll run through the just the opens as well, just while we're here, and then we can go back through it all. We had Rodney in the welterweight, took that one out on his own. Middleweight, Christopher Tan and David Zhao. David Zhao was back, guys, and Chris took that one out. Light heavyweight was Jacques, so he was back again. We had Simon, Richard Parnham, Sam Wall, Monty Corbett, and Ruben Hiko. Richard took that one out. Richard from South Island Champs, if you haven't seen him, he was crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. But heavyweight was Chris Nelson, Jared Davenport, Don Finotti, Callum Holmes, Chris Sinclair, Nick Heatley. Was a fire crazy. Yeah, that was nuts. Dom Finotti took that one out. We all know I'm a Dom fan, so that was sick. It was so fun. They battled that class hard. We'll come back to that in a second. Super heavyweight, last class, Ryan Garland, James Crennan-Donk, and then Zach Kilby. And James took that one out. So that bodybuilding was crazy, Frank. Talk us through it. Like, those classes were nuts, right?
Wow. Yeah, man. There was, yeah. Nuts. That heavyweight class, I lost my voice after that class. I think we're just getting to the point of the day where the crowd was getting a little bit tired. Mm-hmm. But like, they were going to war, man, and they were getting worked so hard. And yeah, I took it upon myself to try and keep the crowd in support, because yeah, like, if you know what is going on, man, you know how hard they're working for it, and there's a lot of moving around and a lot of rounds, and they all done epic. But yeah, everyone in those classes represented well. The winners of each class was, yeah, I felt like fair calls, and the overall was, yeah, a freaking good battle as well. It was nice to see so many numbers of bodybuilding. Yeah. It's been a long time since there's been that many bodybuilders at the nationals, which is cool.
So it's cool to see, hey, proper battles going down, all the pose downs and everything, same place, all of that overall battle. All the guys wanted it. You could see it in their face. Hey, that was so cool.
But only one person was going to get it, and that was Chris, and he was just too well finished, man.
What do you think it was about? Was it there? Like, tell us about what do you think separated, because he wasn't even in the middle. Like I talked about it on his podcast episode. He was on the side. He wasn't sure. No one was sure. But what do you think separated him maybe just from the others just that little bit more?
Yeah, I noticed they did that with a few classes at nationals, where they'd obviously had their winner and they moved them to the side so that they could look more closely at. You got to then like look closely at who's going to be second and third, and then you can go, okay, that is going to be second, so that's potentially our runner-up. Now can we put them back against first place? But yeah, his condition, his fullness, like, yeah, he was polished. Yeah. I mean, we know how much time he's put into this. Yeah. When we seen him earlier in the year, we knew that he was going to be hard to beat, right? Which show did he qualify at?
Auckland Champs.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We saw him, we were watching it together. Frank and I were sitting next to each other for that whole show, and we were like, Chris looks good. And then he still had like 5 or 6 weeks, I think. I can't remember how long exactly, but he still had a bit of time, and he really tweaked shit, and he looked insane, and he's going to move on. He's going to do 2-1-2, and he's stoked, and he's so happy with the journey, and so well deserved. Like, he's not had an easy journey. It's like faced mental health and all that kind of thing, and he comes out on top. It's just really cool to see a journey like that, right? We're here for it. Yeah. He's taking his time, man. He's got everything aligned. He's put it all together and freaking crossed that line like a champ. Yeah. Oh, Chris. Congrats, Chris, on your pro card. So awesome to see. Another awesome pro. Like, we had so many new pros on that day that we're just like, this is cool, man. Like, there's no one better, you know? So, yeah. Congrats to you, Chris, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Yeah, it's going to be good. All right, let's jump into the ladies. So, women's physique. Excuse me, we had 6 ladies in this division, which is so good. So there's a pro card here, guys. So this was awesome. We had Class A, we had Rada Webb. We all love Rada. She jumped into physique and figure for this one. Tony Holmes, love Tony Holmes. Serena Pula, we know I love Serena. So we had Class B. Oh, sorry, and Rata took that one out for Class A. Class B was Jen Lowry, Monica Cunningham, and then Margie. And Monica took that one out. I think it's Monica or Monica. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but she took that one out, and then she went to the overalls with Rata. That was fun to see because 2 different physiques, but Monica took that one out. She's crazy. Such an awesome physique. I love her. I'm so happy she won. I know she'll use her pro card because you can just tell she's fired up for it. Everything about her is woman's physique. Like, she's 10 to me. Like, I think, I guess there's probably things she needs to do for the pro league, but like, she looks spot on to me. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, man, you could see the distance between her and everybody else.
Yeah,
she is about that class, man.
Yeah.
Again, and like epic energy. You can tell she wants to be doing this. An awesome person to represent that class here. Stoked as for her. Yeah, not taking nothing away from everyone else, but man, yeah, she just bought it.
Yeah, she was sick. Posing was so good. Like, her routine, we just love you. She the hair going, like, she the whole thing. She's just physique all through and through. And I can't wait to see what even the hell she does next because I just loved her. So, yeah, cool physique classes for that one. It was nice to see a bit of a battle going down. But even though it was Monica's day, it was just like really, really cool.
Yeah, again, not to take anything away from everyone else in that class because they looked great. Rada looked awesome. Tony looked good. And there's, I think, Jen popped out. I was like, what? She looked good. But then Monica just lit it up. Hey, just insane.
Well done, babe. You got your pro card and just so well deserved. And we're just so stoked for you. We're very proud to have you represent the country whenever it happens. All right, figure. Let's jump into figure. So we had novice. Novice class A was Amelia on her own, and she took that one out. So we had novice class B. Figure B was a much bigger class. So there was a big battle in here. We had Rachel Barnhill, Abby Galland, Carolyn Duff, Jen Lowry from physique, Miranda Laney, and then Margie also from physique. So that was a crazy class. We'll run through the open figure A and open figure B first, and then we'll run back through it all. But open figure A was a lot bigger. So we had 1 in the novice, but we had 5 in the open, which was Fenella Tinworth, Rata Webb, Olivia Ree, Amy Hunter, and Tony Holmes. And Rata took that one out unanimously. However, they all looked freaking amazing. We'll go back through that in a second. But open figure B was Abby Galland, Carolyn Duff, Jen Lowry, Kimberly Hicks, Miranda Laney, and Rachel Barnhill. Jen Lowry took that one out. There was also a master's class, which we'll just run through first as well. 4 ladies in that one: Fenella Tinworth, Carolyn Duff, Miranda Laney, and Amy Hunter. And Carolyn Duff took that one out. Like, these ladies looked great. Like, Carolyn looks great. Jen looks, all of them look. Tony looks great. Like, Rasa, I didn't even know where to look. Like, what did you think about? There's so many too. What did you think about figure? Talk to me, Frank.
Yeah. It was. I was pleased with figure. The winners of these classes represented it really well. Jen was a person that for some reason, I haven't picked up on her prior to other shows. I don't know which show she qualified in.
That one.
Right. But yeah, when she came out, I was like, what? She looked epic, and I think I had some. Just because I knew of other athletes, I think I had perceived it going differently until I seen her come out. And when I seen her come out, I was like, she's going to win. So yeah, massive credit there. And again, not to take anything away from anyone else. All of these girls, man, they stepped the criteria up for this class this year, which, being passionate about figure, was really stoked to see. There's all these people deserve a mention.
Yeah, every single person. Like, you all looked so good. And from show to show, can I just say that as well? From your regionals to your nationals for figure, so hard. Like, we think all divisions are hard, but holy crap, to get that level of conditioning that some of you ladies managed to achieve in that time, and just like maybe touching up little spots, like, you can see it and you can tell. Like, Fenella, all of you are just incredible. It was so fun to watch. I love watching figure. Jen Lowry, like you mentioned, Frank took that one out, won her pro card. She only had 1 point in there that maybe went somewhere else, but she was pretty much unanimous there. So good, Jen, and you looked so you made those improvements from South Island to Nationals and they were like undeniable, especially in that back shot. Everything was tight, glutes were there, everything was on, had the size, had the look, had the density, posing was 10-10. I'm pretty sure Shay's her posing coach. Great little combo there. So good for the figure ladies. We love you all and we want to see you all back again. And Jen, we want to see you on the pro stage. She's on the pod as well in a week. So if you guys want to hear from Jen, she'll be on shortly too. So really cool, just all of them. Yeah. Love you.
I hope, man, there's names in here that I'm like, do come back next year.
All of you. I want all of them to come back, but you just, whatever life throws at you, but just if you can come back, we'd love to come, like all of you.
I think the people that looking at this lineup, the people that will come back. It's the newer people that man, come back. Yeah.
We know Ryder's going to come back, whether that be the next year or the year out, she's going to come back 100%. We know Carroll, so just looking forward to seeing you ladies again, that's all. All right, wellness. Should we jump into wellness? Okay. Again, Class A was the slightly less competitive class, mostly due to numbers. And then Class B was a lot bigger. So we had Class A was Rochelle Record, who was from Auckland Champs. The changes she made were fucking insane. So we'll talk about that in a second. But Nicole Woodhill was also in that class. However, Rochelle took that out. Then Class B, again, very competitive. We had Becca Robertson. Yay, Becca, love you. Jess Marshall, who you might remember from South Island Champs. She took out wellness there. Nicole Kuka, who was at Waikato, took out wellness there, I believe. Casey, which is she's a WOV girl, and then Sarah Asher, Katie Pitt, and Kerry Jennings. There's so many names in there. Katie Pitt was from a natural national, so she come back and did it again. Incredible job for her, all there all day. Kerry Jennings, if you don't know who Kerry is, just the presence on the stage. We talked about her at the Waikato one. She's all the sass, we love her. And she just looks so good. And Jess, all of you girls look so amazing. Nicole Kruger took it out. And it looks like that was a little battle for Nicole to take out that first place in Class B before she made it to the overall. So that's kind of cool to see too, Jess battled her and Jess missed out by 1 point. So that's really interesting because of Jess's physique. Nicole's physique, very different. It's just one of those things. It's just great to see. So Nicole and Rochelle went up against each other. That was fun. I'll get Frank to share his opinion on that in just a second. But Nicole took that out. We don't know the scoring on it, but I would love to see that. What did you think about that overall, Frank? That was kind of, and just Class B as well. What did you think about wellness? Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, my thoughts initially are that I think I just want to address that there's a lot of these girls in this wellness class that have been working up to this for a long time, and they've come from a long way. And they're really starting to establish themselves now. It's a hard class, man, to bring this size and the conditioning. And a lot of these girls have started from a long way away. And so it's epic to see them now, really touching on the almost there. So it's cool to see that the vision developing, the girls getting better, the girls showing that just tenacity, keep going with it, to keep getting there, and to see them getting this much better each time is really cool. Winners, rightly so. Overall, it was, man, I think they just had to go with what was, again, the development density, I think, won it. I think there's no one's going to kick up about me saying that. I think, neither of them were perfect. And so you've got to pick the best of the two. I think Nicole would have got it way more easily if she was just a little bit more conditioned. But that's the same for most people. And she still got it. So congrats. And no shade on runner-up as well. But I think that's what it comes down to, just that the foundations are more there.
Yeah. If you guys have seen Nicole Kuka, she's got density in the right place for wellness, and she's competed, I think I've mentioned, in other federations in wellness, and she's done it great there as well. She competed in the WBFF when it was WBFF in Australia, came third, arguably could have placed higher. Their judging is bananas, so whatever, but she just looked incredible, and you can see from that what she looks like with that conditioning, and if you put the top two together, she's going to be crazy.
She worked well on stage too. You could, she was paying attention to her walk to the back, like you could just see where she kept it together, and that really made a difference.
Yeah, so much pause day.
Yeah, there was, if I just jump into the Class B for just an example, there was also people there where I think you could really see the intention they're putting into their posing in terms of like keeping glutes up, walking to the back, versus others that just kind of relaxed. And it's a lot that you're looking at for a long amount of time, and you can't then unsee it once you sort of see that relax. And she worked well, presented well, deserved it. What else is there to say?
That's it, pretty much. And she's so competitive in nature, and I just love that about her. So I have no doubt she's just going to go on and do more things. Hopefully we'll get her on the pod as well. She's coached by Jordan, great little team there, clearly works well. And yeah, her posing's by Ree, and I think they just work really well together. It's very, she's just beautiful, and she's so strong and confident and competitive. So another great pro for us. Well done, Nicole. So good. And I want to see all of you other wellness chicks back. I know we say it about every division, but that was cool. And I want to see all of you girls coming back and kill it. Becca's not coming back until 2026. We're going to do some growing, so you'll see her again, but not just yet. And yeah, like Katie Pitt, all of the girls, but Kerry Jennings, I just want to see you all come back and hit it harder. Casey, all of them. Hey, Frank, we're stoked for all of you girls.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
They're bringing the class. They're bringing it.
Yeah, you're doing it, guys. You're doing it. Like the wellness division in this country is only getting more and more like wellness, and like it's just so cool to see. So good job, guys. I couldn't do it. Okay, so we'll move into bikini. All right, let's go, because there's a lot in here as well. Masters 20 to 23. GPET. We're gonna everyone remember the name, okay? She's gonna be on the pro stage before you know. No, we just love her. Shania from South Island Champs took out bikini there. Did you remember her? She was amazing. Gladine and Alice Day. So there was a 4 in that one. GPET, unanimous. Job done. Not that job done. Everyone looked fucking amazing, but she took it out. Masters 35 plus. Kelly, Jess, Shamar, Amy Lang, because there's a couple of Amy's at times, Nikki, Tamsin, Fiona, and Jane. Again, really good battle. Some of the scoring was like, whoop, like I don't think anyone really got like a full lineup. So that one was Amy Lang. Amazing little master's weapon. So that was really cool. Let's go through those before we move on, because there's a lot, and obviously not percent open. So GPET for junior was awesome. And then obviously Amy for masters. Those are both WOV girls. Taking it out, Frank. But what did you think of those classes? They were quite cool and competitive still, hey?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's like I say every single time. Masters, juniors, you got both ends of the spectrum there. The new ones into it, and the others that are just proving that they're not done. And just showing that it's still alive for everybody. Don't count the young ones out. Don't count the older ones out. Not that they're old. Good quality throughout. Again, it just comes down to, I think, as juniors and as masters, who's living this lifestyle out to like the most that it can be lived out. Obviously, some people have got more responsibilities than others, and that's obviously going to play a huge factor. Kudos to the people that just make it work with what they've got, and kudos again to the people that are able to really line this up to make this the thing that they spend most time in. And I think that's at these two levels, I think that is the kind of differing factor, who's got more to give into it. Yeah, definitely.
And you can kind of see that a little bit, like we know GP just lives and breathes stuff. She don't do much else. Like or a young lady who could be out on the clubs and like she just enjoys the process and like lives it and breathes it and loves it. So you could kind of get that vibe, like not a lot of juniors would have that much time to give it and that much love and passion, and she does have that, and might give her that edge, and we just love them all. So great job, ladies. And the way, again, a lot of you ladies looked amazing from regional to nationals. There was a lot of changes there, masters and juniors. So yeah, really, really cool. Also, should we jump into novice?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, class A. Amelia, Becky, Ella Bryant, and Jane from Masters. Jane, she's incredible. Class B, Ella Bryant took that one out, and it was the first time I'd seen her today. She was incredible. Class B, Ashley Cunningham, Nikki Gorton, Casey Tapara, Samantha Marshall. Ashley Cunningham took that one out. That was cool. And then Class C was Amy Sims, Ariana, Can't pronounce your last name. I'm sorry, my love, but you're the only Ariana, so we know who you are. Olivia Hobson, Alice Richards, and Alice Day. Olivia Hobson took that one out. That was awesome. And then Class D, we had Olivia Murphy, Courtenay Paris, Gladine, and then Caitlin Grace. So Caitlin took that one out. That was really cool too. So another WOV girl on the list, bunch of them in there. And then we'll just jump through to opens. There was a lot in here, so just bear with me, but we'll jump through it, talk about our winners, and then our overall champ. So Class A, Rebecca Moody, Jess Swain, Becky Hawthorne, woo, Ella Bryant, Lorraine Wong, and Jane Flores. And Ella Bryant, again, unanimously took that one out. We'll jump back through and chat about these ones as we go after we're done. Class B, G Pet, Ayako, Ashley Cunningham, Jess Barron, Shamar Shaw, Nicole Woodill, Casey Tapara, Fiona Crawford, Samantha Marshall. Very competitive class. However, G Pet, unanimous. Everyone else, not so much, but crazy. Class C, Amy Sims, Christelle de Klerk, first time we've seen her since Mo's Muscles 2023, so that was awesome to see her back. Sean Bennett, this class was wild. Kaylee Sillett, Ariana, Olivia Hobson, Alice Richards, Amy Lang, Tamsin Dunn, Adita Brown, Jess Marshall. We're going to run back through that, don't worry guys, but we'll just go through quickly. Class D, again, fire class, Madison Dobie, Olivia Murphy, Shania Hiroki, Lily Brinson wasn't there because she'd already won her pro card, and then Mia George. So wild, absolutely freaking wild. We had overall winners from Auckland champs in here, and South Island, all the champs. So do you want to go through this like in classes? Do you want to do it overall? What do you want to do, Frank? There's too many to talk about.
Yeah, I think even before saying that, I think worth mentioning, like by this end of the day, it had been a long day. Yeah, massive respect for these girls to keeping it together and still really representing really well. It's hard to stay right for that long. Yeah, that's a whole nother feat in itself. But let's just go through class to class quickly.
Yeah, let's do class to class. It's probably easy that way.
Yeah. So I'll follow your lead.
All right, Class A. We'll just go through the opens, guys, because obviously the open winners go to the overall. And they're all kind of in there from novice. But Ella Bryant took that one out, which was awesome because, again, that was kind of the first time I'd really seen her. Jane Flores took second, and she was from the Masters. Jane continued just to look better and better. Her presentation's incredible. Ella was like a little pocket rocket to me. I want to talk about her because she came in looking fit and like athletic and like she had the whole thing. Conditioning was there. I feel like conditioning might have just pushed her over the edge there just that little bit more. Becky looked great from my girl Becky, but she placed fourth in this show. So proud of her for this. This is her first nationals, like standard nationals. Lots of girls in there. We had Rebecca Moody from overalls last year battling for a pro card, came third in this class. It was wild. So what do you think it was about Ella that maybe took it out? And if anyone doesn't remember, she had the lime green, beautiful bikini, brunette, stunning. Do you think it was just a little bit more on that conditioning side, or did she have a bit more shape? What was that?
Yeah, I think she was right on with her conditioning. I think she doesn't have as much density as some other girls, but I think the conditioning favored her shape. She popped. She's a good example of like who you were mentioning before, where you might see them walking around and kind of write them off, but then when you see them in their pose, and it's like it's just a whole different show. And so she popped off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything was, and then from there, again, like your reverse engineering. I can't remember if I've talked about this or if this is in our chat, but you have your winner, and then you have to kind of go down from then who's second, who's third, based on that. Like if that's the winner, then yeah, that's what I'm assuming happened in that class. She definitely stood out, and then I think from what it looks like in the scoring, that then it was conditioning, shape.
Yeah, through that
class.
Yeah. She was great. She didn't even know she won. I think she was kind of like just a little sweetheart. She kind of just didn't know, and then it was like, and then she was like, oh my god, like, and it's always just sweet when you see them like not sure, and then they get it, and it's just lovely. So, Ella, well done, babe, for getting into the overall. That was so good to see. We'll go into Class B. Again, like I was saying before, very competitive class. So we had obviously George Peterson, who took that one out unanimously, but the rest of it was all cray. We had Ayako, she was at Nationals a couple of years ago. We have Casey Tapara. We got Fiona Crawford from Masters. We've got so much going on in here. It was a crazy class as well, very competitive, but it looks like Georgia had that one pretty much in the bag, right?
Yeah. She has just got a proper little package on her. She's just only going to get better as she goes. the rest of the girls look good as well. There's a couple of my girls in here where, yeah, we're now like going to put them into a class or to a different category altogether, which is going to better suit them. That happens. So yeah, excited for that. But the rest of these girls look good. It's just hard to beat somebody when they're just so on. Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah. This second show worked in G's favor as well. A little bit more time to just fill up and dry out a little bit more as well. And so, yeah, this actually worked in her favor. So she got better over the course of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, nice work, guys. And just a little shout out to Ashley Cunningham. I just met her. Yeah. She was amazing. She's so stunning. Like, holy crap. Got a new girl crush, crikey Dickens. And she was just like a great on the stage, posing, presentation. Yeah. I just want her to come back because she's just like one of those like Laura Lee kind of thing. Like, wow, like stunning. All of you ladies are beautiful. Can't wait to see you all carry on. Some of you moving divisions is wild. Fiona's off to the Masters competition overseas. So, yeah, just a class. Okay, Class C. This one was the most competitive of the day, and I didn't even know where to look. And it's the end of the day, right? Frank and I are like, we're almost done, and then we rewired because I was like, I see you, Jesus Christ. Okay, so Amy Sims was in there. She took out Auckland champs, but she was up against some freaks. So, well, obviously got to mention Christelle Declerc won it. She won the whole thing. She got her pro card. This was like a victory, like Rochelle Lloyd, like some other woman that we've seen. All the way up from all the way, and then she's obviously taken it out. We haven't seen her all year because she did Mo's. Pop back up, just one class, just open Class C, thanks, and I'll take my pro card. And she did it, and I just love her. Everyone who knows her loves her. I've got her on the pod literally tomorrow, so it will probably be out by the time you're listening to this. Shan Bennett, like we love Shan. We saw her at Waikato. She's obviously one of Frank's as well, come from WBFF, done an absolutely phenomenal job changing federations. Olivia Hobson from South Island, champs went into the overall there. We've got Amy Lang from Masters. We've got Tamsin, who looked incredible. We got Adita Brown back again. And then we've got Jess Marshall in there, who won the wellness in South Island and battled for first place for bikini. And she was almost taking out the bloody pro card in wellness just like 5 seconds ago. So that class was nuts. What do you think, Frank? That one was wild.
That class was, yeah, heck, there was a lot going on there. Yeah, it's one of those classes where it sucks someone has to come last.
Yeah.
Everyone looked good. Yeah.
They did, yeah. All the way through, there was times, there was condition, like they're all the way through that whole class. Like no one was like, oh, what is she doing here? Like nothing like that. It was all great. So all of you are amazing. Even if you placed 8 nights, doesn't matter. You were so good.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the quality of, like, some of these people, their first year competing, their first year even training to compete and placing where they did in this lineup was nuts. Lots for them to be proud of. And Krista winning that class, she's been at this after this and properly after this for a long time. So yeah, was happy to see her come through.
Amazing. Such a good class, guys. And Alice Richards as well. Haven't seen her much. I just saw her at South Islands and threw it in an app. Stunning. So I just a little shout out to you, babe, because I don't actually know you, but I think you're amazing. Class D was, again, crazy. So Lily was supposed to be here, but obviously pro card, so that was cool. Giving these Class D girls some opportunities here. So we had Madison Dobie just... I don't know even what to say about her. Olivia Murphy, Shania Hiroki, like just crazy. Madison won it unanimously, and I'm not surprised. And it's nothing on the other girls. It's just wow. And Frank, you know how much she's changed and how she's not facing like the easiest life at the moment. And just I've got no words. Like I just think she looked fucking amazing. What do you think, Frank?
Yeah, she progressed a lot this year. Deserved this win, and just again knowing what what life is like for her at the moment, and as well as some of our other winners this day as well. When you know a bit more of the backgrounds and you see this come together for them this way, it's I mean, you can't help but be a little bit emotional for them, but just love that whole example of again like that tenacity and that resilience of like keeping it together and channeling energy towards something positive. Frickin' not an easy year for some of these people, and some of them got the best results. So
Yeah,
just huge. But yeah, massive. Yeah, another good class, great winner, moving. Yeah, and just an epic overall lineup.
Yeah, such a good battle, guys. Holy heck. And just, yeah, all of you improved. It was just so cool to see. And that's the best package ever has been, and the most conditioned. I've just seen you and Jordan just do such a great job. Again, Jordan, just so many pro cards for Jordan for this day. It was awesome. So big congrats to Jordan Earl on that as well. I know how much he wanted that, and he's got it. And like Hale, like we talked about it on her episode, she lost her brother and like not long out, just these, and it's not like you're masking it with bodybuilding, covering it all up, because you have to live it and go through it, and you can't just mentally forget about it, so they're going through it, but putting bodybuilding at a priority, and it's helped them through it by the looks. A lot of these people that have been dealing with some stuff, so you never know what's going on with people, and I'm just so proud of every single person who got on the stage, who made it to the stage, or just made it through the fucking year, to be honest. Like, it's hard enough sometimes. But well done, Christelle. Crazy. I can't wait to see what you do next. We had Lily and then Christelle taking out those bikini winners for the day, and they're both just ready to take him and run. And I bet Christelle will be up there soon. Hey, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think she loves to compete.
Yeah.
So I don't think she'll leave it long before she jumps on stage, surely. I mean, why push for this if you're then not gonna yeah, I think both the majority of our overall winners this day, I think will be pretty active in using their pro status, which is cool.
Yeah, amazing, guys. So good. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole day. That's the whole freaking both shows wrapped up in a nutshell, and just so many cool new pro cards. And I'm happy all class D's cleared out from bikini, so I can come in next year. Make a mark, and it doesn't matter who's there. We're going to do amazing, Frank. But it's just been such a good year, guys. And I was telling Frank before we jumped on the live, it's so sad that the season's over. Mose is finished. But we still got Shay Cotty's show, which is this weekend coming, like the next weekend coming. So when you're watching this, it'll be this weekend. So we can all watch Shay, and just, what a trooper, carrying on all the way through. Love her. But so sad the season's over, Frank. Which is next year only going to be better? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think next year will ramp up again. I know I've personally got girls that have been just clients in general that have been working through this year to compete next year, and there'll be, and I've recently had people, first timers, sign up this year for next year. So I'm sure it would be bigger again next year. I think on the back of this, if people are sad to see the season over, entertain the idea of the other shows that Mo's got going on as well. Jump on them. Yeah, cool opportunities to have. Go compete, then have a holiday, and yeah.
It sounds done. Check out
Stretch the season out, keep it alive.
Keep going, finish it off if you're still hungry. Like, why not? But you can check out all those shows on NZIFBB's Instagram. Like, he's had the Fiji show last weekend, and there's always more shows coming up there. It's not just New Zealand that he covers as well, so it's good just to check those out. Those regionals qualify you for our nationals and all that kind of thing. So there's all lots of opportunities for you to continue competing. But if not, use that fire to get you through your off season. That's what I'm doing. Keeping me going, man, because we're next. If you're in next season, we're next. Like, there's no other shows until we're on in New Zealand. So calendar should be out hopefully next month. We might get it sooner. We usually get it by the end of the year, so we'll just see. But as soon as it comes out, I'll share that on the the Team Pie podcast page, and everyone can lock in their shows and get pumped about it. But now's the time to be working for next year, right, Frank? Anyone who's in their off season, they should be doing all of the things, right?
Yeah. There's so many people from this day that are so locked in on next year already.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're slacking, these couple of weeks might cost you.
Yep, no joke. Live and breathe. You're out.
We know what it's like. We've been talking about it enough that, man, it's these overall winners actually show it. Like, yeah, they have been locked in since last year. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. So everyone else follows suit. Put in the effort now. It's show, like we all talk about it all the time, but it's not just a quote. It's actually true. You've got to get that work in now, and it'll show on show day. And if you don't, I'll just beat you on the day, so it's fine. So cocky. Yeah. Gotta have a bit of that confidence and fake it till you make it. But yeah, that's it for this wrap up. Love doing these wrap ups with you, Frank. We've got one more for Mo's Muscles, which we'll get done hopefully in the next sort of week, hey?
Yeah. And that was another cool show.
Yeah. It's a cool season all round, don't you?
Yeah, it has been. Yeah. kudos to everybody that's played their part in doing that, from Mo and the judges and people backstage to the athletes and the supporters.
Loved it. And we had a little bit of an extra special treat watching Kate and Jazz in the middle of our season. No shows on that weekend. It was right before Waikato, so we all got to have that as part of our season. I feel like that's kind of, we've adopted that as part of what we've all been through this year. So it's really cool. Wrapped it up.
Yeah, it's been an epic year for bodybuilding here.
Yeah, and it's only going to get better. I've got no doubt that next year's going to be better. We've been hearing about the 212 Pro Show. You don't know what else Mo's going to do, but I have a feeling it's going to be a big one. So just keep on, because when the calendar comes out, it's too late to start then. So start now. And then when the calendar comes out, you lock in. But yeah, it's been so good to chat, Frank, and we'll chat to everyone else for the Mo's Muscles wrap up next that we're going to do, which is a big one with the pro cards and the overall winners and the regionals and all of that. But don't forget to like and subscribe, all of the good stuff on YouTube. Don't forget to follow on Spotify. You can support the pod by buying a coffee in the description, all of those things. But either way, I'm just thankful for you guys all listening and tuning in and being a part of our bodybuilding community, because it's just been growing, getting better and better all the time, Frank?
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice work.
Nice. All right, thanks, Frank, and we'll talk to you in the Mo's Muscles episode, and we'll see you all really soon. See you, everyone.
Bye.